Hello friend, this is Ryan Hicks of TalkToProfit.com, and today I want to talk about how to manifest more money in your life via the law of attraction or the law of assumption or law of belief, whatever you want to call it. You know, there's slight variations, but they're basically all talking about the same thing, that what you focus on, what you believe in long enough and without doubting, without wavering, that's what you'll get. Doesn't matter what you call it, how you dress it up, it's the same thing, the law of attraction. Now, how can you manifest more money in your life? Well, here's one of the things that's most important is to understand that manifesting more money in your life does not mean sitting around, doing nothing, inactivity, laziness, indolence. None of that is about the law of attraction. Now, I know a lot of people sell it that way. They'll talk about how you just sit back and just allow. Try that. Listen, you can go ahead and try that. I've tried it myself. I literally sat for a month. I didn't sit around, but I literally took a month without working, without doing anything, without taking action. I did the normal stuff you got to do in a day to be alive, eat and everything. I didn't expect people to feed me or anything like that. But I didn't do any work. I just read and did things I liked to do, things I enjoyed, and meditated and affirmations and prayed and did all these things. But you know what happened? And I was full of faith, so that wasn't an issue. But my net worth went down, which shouldn't be a big shock because I wasn't doing anything. But if you are stubborn, you want to just believe that that's the case, go ahead and try it for yourself. Learn the lesson for yourself. Learn it the hard way. But I'm telling you that doesn't work. You have to take action. Now, that does not mean you have to work so hard that you're just falling over and backbreaking labor or anything like that. But there may be hard work required to get to where you want to go, to get to the end goal that you have in life. So never be afraid of that work if it's required. So know that going in, that you may have to take some action on the things the Spirit leads you to do. They may be small things, they may be simple things, they may be big things. Generally, it's a bunch of small things that lead into something bigger and then end up in the big result that you wanted. But if you don't even take those little actions, you'll just sit around and do nothing all day and get nothing accomplished and manifest nothing in your life. Or at least nothing good. No increase going on in that situation. But some of the things you can do is, as you go through life, if you're at a store shopping, maybe there's things you don't want, but you look at them and think, oh, that's nice. Think to yourself, I could buy that. It doesn't matter how much it costs. It doesn't matter how much money you have. You have 10 cents in your pocket. It doesn't matter. And I'm not telling you go actually buy it. I'm not telling you get your credit card out and get into debt. I'm not saying anything like that. Just mentally, in your mind, think, oh, I could buy that. I could have that. And just go through and look at expensive stuff. I could have that. I could buy that. Don't worry about how you could. Don't worry about how much money you have in your account. Just get in that mindset, the high vibrational state of abundance. Believing you received after you prayed. Believing in your heart and not doubting, not wavering. And you'll have whatsoever you say. Just go through life looking at abundance, looking for abundance, seeing abundance, talking abundance, thinking abundance. Because that will definitely attract more into your life. And if there's opportunity that arises for you to receive abundance. Now, let me be very careful about this. I don't care how little it is. Just an increase of any amount. Receive it. One of the things people have who don't have an abundance, who aren't really manifesting a whole lot of money in their lives, is they do something to help somebody else out and somebody offers them $20 or offers them $50 or whatever. And they say, oh no, I was just happy to help. I know because I used to do that. And it was true. It was from a pure heart. I was happy to help them. But the problem in that was I wasn't being a receiver. And not only was I cursing myself, I was cursing them because they were trying to give. And it's more blessed to give than to receive. So they would have got a blessing from giving me. And the reality is I initiated it by giving myself, giving them my time and helping them. So I should have been open to receive, realizing that I had been giving. It may not have been giving money, but I was giving of my time and of myself. But because I wasn't open to receive, I humbly declined their generosity, their gift. Don't ever do that anymore. If somebody offers you something that you want, to be clear, if somebody offers me a cup of coffee, well, I appreciate the gesture. I don't drink coffee. I don't like coffee, so I don't want it. But if they offered me $5, okay. So make sure it's something you do want, something that would be a blessing for you, whatever it is, whatever amount. Be a good receiver. Now, on that note, make sure you're a good giver as well. One of the things that really stops up people financially is the lack of giving. They hoard money to themselves. They're only thinking about themselves and their family. And you should care about yourself and you should care about your family. You're supposed to, but you're also supposed to give. You're supposed to be so generous and abundant because you're not living in fear that if you give somebody $20, that's your last $20. You'll never get it back. You know there's an abundance. You know there's more coming back your way. And I've known people who were down to their last $100 and literally took it out of the bank and just started giving it away. Because they said to themselves, you know what? I'm in a place where I'm so in debt. I can't pay these bills and I have hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of debt. This $100 is the equivalent of nothing in the overall scheme of things. I'm just going to bless people and be a giver. I'm not going to be worried about my debt. I'm not going to be worried about myself. I'm going to focus on them and how can I bless them. And it just dramatically opened the floodgates of blessing into their lives. Now, I'm not telling you to give your last $100. This is something you have to do by the leading of the Spirit. Be wise. Pray. Seek the Lord's wisdom. You'll know if you're supposed to do it or not. But if you are, don't turn away from that. Be the giver you're designed to be. Because, my friend, you will not be left without. You will receive more and more and more and be blessed. And another thing you can do, which is very obvious, but it's important, is to make sure your words align with the mindset of a person who receives more and who manifests more money in their lives. If you're talking debt, if you're talking lack, if you're talking want, if you're talking about the negative things in the past financially that happened to you, you are not going to manifest more money in your life. You can't. It's by law. But you don't have to speak that way. You don't have to think that way. You can focus on the good. You can focus on things that are lovely and good report. You can speak up the goodness of God in your life and talk it up and talk to other people about it. And if they start directing the conversation into something negative, you redirect it into something positive and good. If it's talking about finances, you talk about the blessing of the Lord in your life. There had to be something in your life where you were blessed, where you couldn't see a way and a way was made. Talk that up. Talk about the good future you're going to have. Talk about the good present you currently have. That you're full, you're not starving. That you're hydrated, you're not dehydrated. That you're not sick, that you're not depressed, that you're not miserable, or whatever it may be, that you could talk goodness. Talk about that and focus on that. Manifesting more money in your life is also predicated in other areas of your life being aligned as well. If you're eating a poor diet, that may contribute to you having less money. Because they all kind of go together. It's all your life. And if you're negative and doing the wrong thing in some areas of your life, it's going to translate into other areas of your life as well and hinder those areas, even if you're doing everything else right. So make sure you're eating a proper, healthy diet. Make sure you're exercising. I know people don't want to hear this, especially in America, where the population, the obesity rate is going up each and every year. It seems like there's no limit in it. Nobody wants to hear that, and yet you need to hear it. Your physical body, the temple of God, God's Spirit dwells in you. You need to honor God with your body and take good care of it. Give it the right fuel, a proper vegan diet, not just cookies and candies all day, because you could eat cookies and candies all day and have an ethical diet, ethical vegan diet, and be sick. But eat a proper, healthy, plant-based diet. Make sure you're not wearing animal products, that low vibration material, and ensure that you are operating in the highest vibrational state. And the last thing I want to leave you with is when you get up every day, the first thing you do when you wake up, say out loud, I choose this day to serve the Lord. And then be thankful to God for various things in your life. Spend a few minutes and just praise God for the things in your life, whatever it may be. It could be your wallet. It could be the fact you have clothes. It could be your food. It could be your refrigerator. It could be your phone. Just start doing a list as quick as you possibly can. Thank you for my phone. Thank you for my keyboard. Thank you. Just look around your room if you have to, if you're running out of ideas. And just really get into that high vibrational state of gratitude and thanksgiving in all things. And do that when you wake up, and do that right before you go to sleep. If you fall asleep in the middle of saying thank you to God for various things, that's great. That's a great place to be. Because you're literally programming the night sleep to be one of gratitude. People who have nightmares and stuff, maybe you need to start implementing this. And so you're, instead of going to bed worrying about your debts, worrying about this financial problem over here, worrying about this relationship issue, you just go to bed praising God, thankful for the goodness of God in your life, and naming all those things that you're thankful for, that you're grateful for, that you're appreciative of. And watch as your dream life is better. It's a high vibrational state. You're going to bed in a high vibrational state. You're waking up immediately going into a high vibrational state of gratitude. And you focus throughout your day and just give thanks to God for little things. You get a glass of water. Thank you, God, for my water. And you just go through life with that attitude. That, my friends, attracts a lot of money. Now, you have to take action. There'll be things you have to take action on, but you do that. You just be consistent. Be grateful. Be looking for abundance everywhere you go. Talk abundance. Think about abundance. And my friend, you are going to manifest more money in your life via the law of attraction. I pray this is a blessing for you. May God bless you richly.